Welcome to Fire Vinyasa by Buffy. I am Buffy, and I will be your guide. We're going to start with some meditation. I have the camera real close so that you can see my fingers, and I'll back it up when we're done. So this is called Fearless Heart Breath. We're going to start with prayer hands. I'm in easy pose. And then we're going to take a deep breath. Connecting with the breath here, bringing our right hand to the back of our left, and then we're going to match up our middle finger and link the middle fingers. Leave your ring fingers out, link the pinkies, link the pointers, leave the thumbs out. We're going to bring the middle finger and the thumb on each side to meet. Just like that. And now you're in Fearless Heart. Take a deep breath. This is our moment to set our intention for the rest of the workout. So our theme is Fearless Women, and if you're a guy, just replace that with Fearless Guy. When we think of things that we need to be fearless for, often it's with those longer term goals that have to do with healing, family, and career. So take a moment, think about those three things, narrow it down to one, maybe one hits your mind right away. Think of those longer term goals that you have and choose just one, or one that you've been putting off, and really set that into your mind. You know it's going to take courage. You know it's going to take time. You know it's going to take steadfastness. We are shaped by that. We are shaped by our perseverance. We are shaped by our ability to remain strong and steadfast. Our ability to overcome or get back up when life knocks us down or presents us with challenges. Our character is shaped by our ability to persevere through all of these things. With that in mind, set your intention, know that you can do it. If it's hard, breathe through it. Your breath will always carry you through. Set your mind on the intention today, on and off the mat. Release, and let's get started. We're done with meditation. We're going to stay in easy pose to warm up. This workout's really going to focus on the hips, the quads, the hamstrings, and the lower back. So we want to warm up, we want to connect with our muscles and our breath, and we want to waken everything up for the workout. So we're going to start in a quick twist. Come to the other side. And then we're going to go into knee pile. In knee pile, you bring one leg over the other, both your heels come to your glutes, and you really want to stack up your knees. You should feel a stretch on the top leg, on the outer thigh, going into that glute. We're really just waking up that muscle, getting it stretched and ready to go. Straight back, inhale. Exhale. One more time. And switch sides. For this routine, you might want a couple blocks. If you don't have blocks, maybe get a pillow. You might want a pillow to use to lean on, and also something, a padding to put underneath of your knees. We're going to be on our knees a lot because we're going to be really stretching out one leg at a time. Good. One more breath. And we're going to go into butterfly. Butterfly is a very popular stretch. It's a great way to open up those hip flexors, wake them up, get them ready to go. And I like to also, after flapping my butterfly wings, start holding my knees down. I use my elbows to leverage my knees closer to the ground and just hold. We're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. Just keep in mind, you are capable of anything. You can get through anything for 30 seconds. And remember the theme, we are fearless women on and off the mat. Okay, I'm going to release that. And we're going to go from here into gardener stretch, gardener squat. So your feet are flat on the mat. You're widening your knees with your elbows, and you're in a squatting position. You really want the work to be in your legs. We're firing up our quads and our hamstring, letting our body know it's time to work. We have about another 30 seconds. Hopefully, you can feel your legs firing up. Breathe through it. And then we're going to transition into what's called a flowing squat. So in 3, 2, 1. One leg is going to stay down. We're going to straighten out the other leg. And then we're just going to move our hands and our body to be more in line with that front leg. So you're going for a parallel stretch. We're opening the back, stretching the spine. That was 3 breaths. Now we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to transition to the other leg, walking over. Really allow your back to stretch. Feel it in your spine. And now we're ready to practice. We're going to go into a runner's stretch. So we're going to just peel over. There we go. So we have this nice stretch here. We're going to open up the hips and the legs some more. We really want to take a lot of time, make sure our legs are awake, our muscles are fired up, because we're going to be doing some intense stretching. Just remember to persevere. Only go as far as is accessible to you. If you want to go further, just keep practicing. You will get there. Everything takes time. Patience is the #1 rule to perseverance. Okay. Before we go into our lizard series, we're going to start with bound arms. This can be called a bound low crescent, low lunge, or bound lizard. So my bottom arm is underneath my leg, reaching up, and I have my hands clasped in the back. And when I go to the other side, you'll get the back side view of that. We're just going to hang out here for another breath or two. And then we're going to slowly, with control, come back down. And now we're going to lay that back knee on the mat. And this is called lizard lunge. Take some time, let some movement happen in your back. And then we're going to do an outer stretch. So I'm picking up my body. I'm going to let this leg rest on the side, my right back leg. I'm going to press my left knee, but I don't press on the knee, I go behind the knee. And I'm going to press it down. You should feel the stretch on the outside of that left thigh. We're just going to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring that knee back up. We're going to go from here to regular lizard. Regular lizard is on your forearms. You can put your head down if it feels good. And these are the areas where you can use blocks. If it doesn't feel good to be that low, you can use a block. So you still get that head to floor compression. And you can put that block on any setting that feels good. Or swap out a block with a pillow. As you breathe, see if you can allow your body to get closer to the floor. One more round of breath here, and then slowly work your way back up. Now we're going to go into a bound lizard. Again, this is another position that you can use a block for if it's helpful. You can put one hand on the block if you want. We're going to bring our back foot up, reach around and grab it, and see if we can press that heel to the thigh. Now if you want more of a stretch, we can remove the block. Only press it as far as accessible to you. It doesn't have to hit the back of your thigh today. And then if you do want more of a stretch, you can work down to your forearm. We're just going to take some rounds of breath here. And then slowly, carefully come back up. That was down lizard and you did a great job. We're going to straighten that leg out for a minute. We're going to transition to what's called shy lizard. Now I know this leg is feeling it. Remember, you can get through anything. You are powerful, you are fearless, you are strong. In shy lizard, we're going to do the same thing as in regular lizard, except we're going to bring this hand around our leg here. So here's my hand. I've got it set next to the outside of my foot. And then I'm going to bring this arm up and I'm going to lay back down. You can use a block. And I'm going to breathe my way through this. This is a very intense stretch. If you cannot go all the way down, that's okay. One more round of breath here. And then we're going to work our way back up. Bring your legs back into each other. Give those muscles a moment to stretch. Rub the thigh if you need to. We're just going to do a back and forth motion for a minute here. Not actually a minute. Okay. Now we're going to go into a crawling lizard. So it's very similar to shy lizard. You're going to bring this hand out, only instead of having it on the outside of your foot, you're going to put it on the outside of the mat. This hand goes to the outside of the mat. Tuck your back toes and lift up. Now, we're going to add a little bit of movement. We're going to basically add some push-ups here. So you just reach down, only go as far as you're able. Your forehead does not have to hit the floor. It can go to a block or two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for 8, 6, 7, 8. And on 8, hold. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And We're gonna do one last position on this lizard, which is lizard stretch. Just walk your leg over and in and up. It's kind of a pigeon position, but feels good. You can keep your knee up, and then we're going to twist. If twisting doesn't feel good, stay straight. This is a rebound stretch. It's for recovery purposes. I like to twist whenever I have the opportunity. And back. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the other side, but first, we're gonna spend some time in tabletop, another great rebound pose. After working our ligaments and our tendons and our fascia tissues so hard, we want to give them time to get some fluidity back before we go right into the other side. So while we're here, just take some time to consider, remember your intention. We're picking a spot and we're going to dig our well, and we're going to dig deep. It doesn't do any good to dig multiple wells. It doesn't do us any good to give up as soon as we encounter rock. Instead, let's get some dynamite and blow that rock away. Because if we switch wells every time we hit a rock, then all of the effort from the first well is gone. And there's no saying that we're not going to just hit another rock. We probably will. So, get out those shovels, get out those dynamites, and let's go in for the other side, shall we? We're going to start again in that runner's lunge. Time for bound lizard. So, oh, now you won't see the other side. I'll turn back around. So I'm putting this hand underneath of my thigh and coming back around. And I'm just gonna hold. Two more breaths here. And release. Carefully back to runners, coming down to that lizard lunge. You're probably going to find that you're going to have one side that's stronger and another side that's more flexible. So just whatever we're working, if it's strength, treat your weaker side with more love. If it's flexibility, treat your tighter side with more love. We're going to go into that outer thigh stretch. For me, my right side is my strong side. So it's tighter and less flexible. So for routines like this, my right side needs a lot more love. My left side is my more flexible, weaker side. So it needs more love for that. More love means more time, more patience. Don't worry, it'll get there. It'll catch up. Okay, now we're going to go down that regular lizard. So forearms or blocks. Just work into it slowly, patiently. One more round of breath. And then we're going to push ourselves up carefully. We're going to move around into that bound lizard. Remember your blocks if you need it. Bringing our back toes up, reaching back, grabbing the heels, pushing the heels into the back of our thighs. And then carefully, if you want more, going down to your forearms. If that's a good enough stretch for you, stay upright. We're going to do 3 to 4 breaths here. Last round. Carefully let everything go. Work your way back up. We're going to work our way to that shy lizard. Shy lizard. So bring the hand to the outside of the foot here. And then again, working our way down onto a block or a forearm. About 3 to 4 breaths. One more. And now we're going to go to that crawling lizard. Hand out a little further. Tuck toes. We're in that nice push-up stance. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 8, hold. We hold for about 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming up. You made it. We're on that last lizard stretch, which is that rebound stretch. And if you enjoy the twist, go for it, or stay straight up. We're giving it about 10 seconds. Great. And now, we've done a lot of stretching with our legs and our lower back, so we can give it a break. We're going to come, bring the soles of the feet together like we did in butterfly. Let the knees come out, lay down. This is reclining rebound angle. Put your hands on your navel and look above it. Allow yourself to breathe. Feel your heart. You persevered. You stayed and you did that well. But before we completely cool off and finish, we want to think about those powerful muscles in our legs. What do they do? What do they do and what are they for? They support our core muscles. They support the muscles in our abdomen, the muscles on our sides, and the muscles in our back. All very important functions, as the core also supports our spine. So we're just going to work the core just a little bit here. We're going to do 15 crunches in this rebound angle. You can keep your hand on your stomach if that's where you like it. You can also go into a more traditional crunch position. I'm just going to keep my hands here, come up. You can feel the two parts of the abdominal rectus connecting, and that's what we want. 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going for 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. If you want more, go for more. We're just holding for a few seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more breath. And however it works for you, we're going to meet in down dog. And in down dog, we're going to take a moment to really pedal out the legs. Give some recovery to the hamstrings, the sides of our thighs. One more pedal here, and then right leg up, and bring it down to right side pigeon. And we're going to do pigeon a little differently today. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch to left side pigeon so that I can show you. Now that we're in pigeon, what we're going to do is called a twisted lizard. So we're going to come up into prayer, and we're going to twist. My elbow is going to meet my ankle, or as close as possible. And now my arm is in a parallel line with that front calf. And I'm just going to twist my shoulder up. Now in this position, if you're waking up for the day, it's probably a good idea to stay like this, looking up, waking up, feeling energized. If it's evening, it might be nice to put a block here, lay your head down on it, and let yourself rest and relax. We're just going to stay here for another 15 seconds. Really get the full benefit of this pose. Really connect with our breaths and our bodies. Okay, now we're going to work our way up. Tuck the toes. And we're going to go to the other side. And go into that prayer. Adjust and coming down. One more round of breath here. And then coming up, we're just going to transition into Lord of the Fish. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, turn around. And we're going to go to the other side. And from here, we're going to lay back down on our backs. We're going to go into what's called happy baby pose. Feet face the ceiling. Gently pull down if you want to or don't. I like to see how far down my knees can go, but also keep in mind that we just intensely worked the hamstrings and did a lot of stretching, so they may need some love and maybe not so much intense stretching right now. Coming up into the easy pose. I hope that this workout helped you. Find the power in those legs and in your heart, and it'll carry you through. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.